the postgraduate program preview, right, with the College of Business, University Utara Malaysia. And myself is Dr. Francis Chua, the Academic Director for the College of Business, UUM COB. And together with me in this particular postgraduate program preview session is two representatives from the School of Technology Management and Logistics, University Utara Malaysia, College of Business, and they are basically Dr. Shaira Aimi and also Dr. Rosanip, right? And for the next hour, they will be presenting all these postgraduate programs available from their respective schools. And then should you have any questions, should you have any issues, feel free to post your questions on the web, and we will try to address it accordingly. All right. Before we move on, just would like to check, Dr. Shaira, did our China counterpart joining this session?
No, actually we will share it later with them because we don't want any interactions during the
Okay.
sessions.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. So without further ado, I think I will pass the session to both the coordinators from the school, the program coordinators. So please, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay, hi and a very good afternoon to everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the postgraduate program preview. FB Live, okay, for these sessions, okay, for these FB Live sessions, we will give you a review on the postgraduate program offered by School of Technology Management and Logistics, STML, which is one of the school under College of Business. Before I forget, thank you very much, Dr. Francis, for your kind introductions to both of us. My name is Shaira Aimi Shahrun, and together with me is Dr. Rushanim Hashim. Both of us is a postgraduate program chair for School of Technology Management and Logistics, STML, where we organize, manage, and also coordinate postgraduate program here in STML. So before I proceed with the what we offer here, what are the postgraduate program offer here at STML, let me tell you, okay, let me inform you actually where is STML is located. Why? Because University Utara Malaysia, as you may know or might new to you, we have two campus. Okay, we have two campus. The main campus is located in Sintok, Kedah, which is the northern part of Kedah, the northern part of Malaysia. It's very near to the Malaysian-Thailand border, only 15 minutes away to a Malaysian-Thailand border. So if you choose to study here, you are not only visiting Malaysia, you also get a chance to visit Thailand. And also, we also have a city campus, which is located in the middle of Kuala Lumpur, which is the capital city of Malaysia. So actually, where is STML? STML is located here in the main campus of which is located in Sintok, Kedah. Okay, as you can see from the picture itself, the main campus is we consider it as a green campus, which is the university is located in the forest, actually in the rural area. So we have a lot of forest surrounding us. So you might have a chance to do a lot of outdoor activities such as jungle trekking, hiking here if you become a student of us here in the main campus. So besides that also, our since this is a green campus in the outskirts of the urban area, from very far from it's not far away, okay, it's just in the rural area, so it's very calm and also relaxing environments for you to focus your study. Besides that, the cost of living here is still low in terms of accommodations and also food and beverage, since we are located at the rural area. Okay, so besides that interesting, okay, locations of the main campus, what else, okay, what else, what are the reason, okay, you have to choose us as STEML as a place of, to consider as to further your postgraduate programs, okay. First of all, we have an academic expert who is proficient and also experienced, okay. Currently, we have 75 academic staff from a local and also international staff, and 95% from this staff is has a PhD qualification, doctoral qualifications to assist you in your studies. Besides that, our facilities also is very comprehensive and also sufficient, okay. Not only academic facilities such as lecture rooms, computer labs, library, okay, we also have a non-academic facilities such as a very luxurious sports center. We also have a health in-campus healthcare centers, so wherever you have a medical emergency, you don't have to go outside the campus to get a treatment, okay. We can say that our facilities is very comprehensive in terms of academic and also non-academic facilities. Besides that, we also have a high quality support service. Okay, support service in terms of when you need an assistant, either you need assistant according for an international student, according your visa, you're staying here, accommodations, or you need also a counseling or support service, whether about your academics problem or non-academics problem, you can also find inside in-campus support service. Next, our academic program is a quality academics program where all our programs under STML is MQA accredited. Okay, MQA is one of the accreditation bodies, okay, that gives accredited to the programs in Malaysia, offered by Malaysian University, and all of our program is MQA accredited. Besides that, we have also a very good quality teaching and learning in terms of lectures that will be teaching you. In terms of facilities, lecture hall, we also have a postgraduate studies unit here inside in STMLs. Okay, we also have a good computer lab here that you are allowed to use. Okay. And next, we also have all the programs here also have international accreditations. Okay, we receive an AACSB accreditations. Actually, all the COB program receive AACSB accreditations, and you might know that this is a difficult accreditation to get, and only I think around 5% of business school around the world receive these accreditations, and UUM College of Business is one of the school that receive these accreditations. We also have a strong relationship with industries. Okay, later on you will see. Okay, this strong industry network assist us, not only assist the staff, also will assist the student in terms of giving them a training, maybe visiting their plants later on, or giving in-class lectures, okay? And last but not least, we are the very top university in Malaysia and also the world. I can say we are ranked top 500 universities in the world by QS World Ranking, and also Time Higher Education's World University Ranking. So this is, I think, the very small reason, okay? This is only a few reasons why you have to choose STML as a place for you to further your postgraduate studies, okay? So I really hope that you are already excited and interested to know what are the program offered here that you can choose from, okay? Basically, okay, before I proceed to the academic program offer here in STML, this is the collaborators and also strategic partner that we have. Okay, this is only a few. Okay, our collaborators and strategic partners not only from a local university but also from an international university. We also have an industry collaborators. We also receive quite numbers of certificate from a professional bodies. And finally, we also collaborate in international and also national levels conference. So this will assist you this will give you a benefit and advantage. Okay, might be you want to present in the international or national conference. Okay, sometimes we invited industries to give an in-class talk. Okay, and also sometimes we bring our students to their plants. Okay, to visit, to see the real case scenario. Okay, so this is a few of our collaborators and strategic partners. So I really hope that you are already excited and interested to know what are the programs that we are offered that you can choose from. Okay, so the academic program here in STML is divided by two types, which is the undergraduate programs and also the postgraduate programs. Okay, however, for today's session, we will explain in detail on the postgraduate programs only. Okay, but for undergraduate programs, okay, just to mention to you, for those who are interested to apply, okay, we have 3 undergraduate programs, which are Bachelor of Technology Management with honors, Bachelor of Operation Management with honors, and also Bachelor of Business Administration, Logistics and Transportation. So for those who are watching us right now, who completing their A levels, matriculations, diploma, and also STPM, might want to choose, okay, from these 3 programs to further your undergraduate programs. Okay, you can always contact us. We will assign you to the respective person in charge later. Okay, so let's move to the postgraduate program. Okay, the one that we will explain in detail, which is the postgraduate program. So in STML, we have 6 postgraduate program. 3 program is a research-based program, and another 3 program is a coursework-based program. Okay, for a research-based program, we have 1 Doctor of Philosophy program, which we call it as a PhD in Technology, Operations and Logistic Management, or a short term is PhD in TOL. T stand for technology, O stand for operations, and L stand for logistic management. So the short term is PhD in TOL. Besides that, we also have 2 Masters by Research program, okay, which is Masters of Science Operation Management and also Masters of Science Technology Management. Okay, and finally meanwhile we also have another 3 coursework based program, which is only a master program, which are Masters of Science Supply Chain Management, Masters of Science Project Management, and also Masters of Science Transportation and Logistic Management. Okay, I will explain in detail research-based program. Meanwhile, my colleagues, Dr. Rushanim, later on will explain to you on a coursework-based program. So let us move into the first research-based program, which is a Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in Technology, Operation and Logistic Management, okay, PhD in TOL. So since this is a bio-research program, of course, we have to do a full research. We call it as a PhD research. PhD research is you have to conduct a full research, and you have to transform it into a written report, okay, which we call it as a thesis, PhD thesis. And the length of the thesis might not exceed 100,000 words. Okay, if you are afraid, okay, if you are afraid that you don't have any research background previously, you don't have to worry, because we are not going to leave you alone, okay, doing this PhD research. Why? Because upon the registrations, during your application, we will already assign you 2 supervisors, okay, from our lecturers to assist you, to guide you, and also to help you in doing your PhD research, okay. So you don't feel afraid, okay, you don't have to worry, okay, we are not going to leave you alone to do this PhD research. So Of course, if you want to do research, you have to have a research topic to focus on. Okay, so this is for PhD in tool. This is the general research topic that you can focus. Okay, this is only the general. You can be as specific as possible, which related to technology, operation, and logistic management. Okay, this is only a few. Okay, to name a few, which is research field in technology management, operation management, logistics and transportation management, project management, quality management, supply chain management, and also service operations. Okay, this is only a few. Okay, any fields, research field that related with technology operations and logistic management that might not being stated here, you can try to apply. Okay. So what is the requirement? Okay, what is the requirement if you are interested to apply for this PhD? Okay, the first requirement is you have to have a master degree with at least a minimum CGPA 3.0. If your master is a coursework based, okay, but if your master is research based, this one is not applicable. Okay. So you don't have to have 3.0 minimum CGPA, okay, because minimum CGPA is only for masters by coursework. So next also, if your first degree, your bachelor degree is at least 3.67 or a first class degree, you might try to apply, okay, for a fast track, okay, but however, it is subjected to approval during the interview by the postgraduate committee. Okay. Next, okay, you can also try to apply, or if you have any other equivalent qualification recognized by the university senates. Okay. And finally, for internationals applicant, you have to fulfill the English language requirements set by university senates. Okay, the English requirement that you might consider to take is either IELTS, TOEFLs, IBT, TOEFLs, or MUET. Okay, and if you did not achieve, okay, if your minimum CGPA during your masters is not achieve 3.0, you don't have to worry. Okay, if you have a working experience, we will add 0.05 for each year of your working experience, okay, to top up to make sure that you achieve the minimum requirements. And also all of this is subjected to interview by the postgraduate committee. So I believe that most of you already fulfill this minimum admission requirements. So please do consider to apply as soon as possible here at STML. Okay, to enroll in PhD in technology operation and logistic management. Okay, so next, okay, once you have been accepted as a student here, so what you have to do, okay, first of all, the mode of program here is for PhD in tool is research based, as I mentioned earlier. So as a research based program, you don't have a structured a structured mode of study. Okay, it's on your own. Okay, you develop your own Gantt chart when you want to finish your research. However, you have to fulfill 4 basic stages, okay, in PhD. So what is the 4 basic stages? Okay, upon your registration on the first semester, you have to take two prerequisite courses, which is academic writing and also research methodology. These 2 courses will assist you, will help you a lot, okay, in writing your thesis later on. Okay, it's really helpful. Okay, it will transform your research idea into a proper academic writing approach. Okay, so this is the first stage. Okay, once you register as a PhD student, you have to take research methodology and also academic writing class on your first semester and pass both subjects. Okay, after that, on the second semester and onwards, okay, if you already passed your academic writing and also research methodology stage, okay, the second stage is attend and presented at the student colloquium, okay, organized by respective school. Okay, so STML will organize students colloquium. So you have to attend and present your research idea around 10 to 15 pages. Okay, so this is the next stage. So after you already finished or completed your second stage, you can proceed with the third stage. Okay, the third stage is you have to defend your proposal in a proposal defense meeting. Okay, proposal defense. Okay, you need to present and pass that proposal defense stage. Okay, so once you pass that stage, the final stage is you presented your full research. Okay, completed full research in a viva voce. Okay, so this is only the stages that you have to complete it. Okay, for a PhD in toll. Okay, basically all the PhD program, this is under College of Business. This is the four stages that you have to complete it. Okay, and also you have another requirement, which is before you attend your viva, okay, in between stage 3 to stage 4, okay, you have to publish only one paper. Okay, publish or accepted publications, only one paper in Scopus. Okay, only one. Okay, related with your research, PhD research topic. Okay, so that is all the requirement for you to get your PhD. Okay, so this is the mode of program for PhD in toll. Okay, so what is the mode of study? Okay, for PhD, we have two mode of study, which is full-time and also part-time. However, for an international student, you can only apply for a full-time mode of study. And for full-time mode of study, you can finish as early as 3 years, okay, or you can take as maximum as which is 5 years. Meanwhile, for a part-time, you can finish as early as 4 years, or you can takes until 7 years to finish your PhD. So what is the cost? Okay, so for the full-time student, okay, for if you are applying for a full-time and you are able to finish within 3 years, okay, you have to pay only 23,000, approximately 23,176 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, all this amount is in ringgit Malaysia. And for international student, for full time, if you are able to finish in 3 years, you have to pay only 39,196 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, however, if you have to pay extra if you have additional semester. Okay, meanwhile, for a part-time student, if you are able to finish at the minimum period, which is 4 years, you have to pay around 23,698 ringgit. Okay, if you want to know in detail what the structures of the fee, please go to the Postgraduate Studies Unit College of Business website. I think Dr. Francis can help me to post it in the comment sections. Okay, there will be in details about the fee structure in that website. Okay, so that is the PhD program, okay, which is PhD, which is a bio-research program. So now let's move into the Master Bio-Research program, okay, which is we have two Master Bio-Research or research-based program, which is Masters of Science, Operation Management, and also Masters of Science, Technology Management, okay. So since this is a by research program or research-based program, of course, similar with the PhD, you have to do a full thesis. We call it as a full research. We call it as a master thesis. Okay, so what is the research fields that you can focus on once for you to do your research? Okay, for a Masters of Science Operation Management, you can choose to focus on operations and production management or supply chain management, service operations, transportations and logistic management, quality management, sustainable and environmental operation, inventory and warehousing management, risk and also research operations. Okay, but this is only the generals. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, also this is only the generals research field. You can be as specific as possible. Okay, and for a Masters of Science, if you are planning to do a research in technology management, technology adoption, ICT, information and communication technology, digitalization, innovation management, project management, construction management, sustainable and environmental management, building and infrastructure, you might want to apply under Masters of Science, Technology Management. Okay, similar with the PhD, you don't have to worry if you don't during your bachelor degree you don't have any research background. Why? Because here also, if you are applying masters by research, upon your applications, during your application, we will assign you also two supervisors to assist you, to guide you, to help you in your master's journey. Okay, so you don't have to be afraid, okay, to do the research. We will always be there for you. Okay, so what is the minimum requirement, okay, for a master if you want to apply for a master's by research? Okay, either operation management or technology management. Okay, first of all, you have to get a bachelor degree, whether from a local or international university, with a minimum CGPA 2.75. Okay, if you did not get a CGPA during your bachelor 2.75, if your CGPA is in between 2.5 to 2.74, you will be invited, okay, to attend an interview sessions with the postgraduate committee, and also, and we'll be asking briefly about what you want to do, and we also like to know your experience, something like that, before we accept you to enroll for a master by research. Okay, or if your CGPA is in between 2.0 to 2.49, okay, but you still want to do a master's by research program, yes, we can accept you also. However, you have to have at least 5 years of working experience, and also subject to interview by postgraduate committee or any other equivalent qualification recognized by university, UUM COB. Okay, and for international applicants, you have to fulfill English requirements such as IELTS or TOEFL or MOET. Okay, so this is the admission requirement for masters by research program. Okay, it's a bit different compared to master by coursework. Later on will be explained by my colleague. So if you Okay, so this is the program description. Okay, similar with a PhD. Okay, for this is also a by research program or a research-based program. So previously for a PhD you have 4 stages. However, for masters by research you only have 3 stages. Okay, what are the stages? The first stage is you have to once you register under Masters of Science, either Operation Management or Technology Management, you have to attend and pass 2 prerequisite courses, which is academic writing and also research methodology. Okay, after that, okay, after you finish and pass your prerequisite courses, the next stage is you have to defend your proposal. Okay, defend proposal means you defend from chapter 1 until chapter 3, or from chapter introductions until research methodology chapter, and pass that stage. Okay, proposal defense stage. Okay, and the final stage, okay, the 3 stage, the third stage is you attend, okay, once you completed your master's research, okay, completed writing up all the thesis, you have to present your completed master thesis in a viva voce and pass that viva voce to be given a master's either in operation management or technology management. And also for a master's by research program, you are not required to publish any papers, not as PhD. Previously, you have to publish or accepted at least in one Scopus paper journal. Okay. So how long would it take for you to finish your master by research program? So master by research also have two mode of study, which is full-time and also part-time. Okay, however, for international student, you are only allowed to apply for a full-time mode of study, and it will take around, the minimum is 2 years and maximum is 3 years. Okay, you have to finish within 3 years. Okay, and for a part-time, okay, the minimum you can finish, okay, your study is 3 years and the maximum is 5 years. So you have to finish your study in between 5 years. Okay, cannot exceed 5 years. Okay, so how much it costs if you want to enroll in this program? Okay, whether Masters of Science Technology Management or Masters of Science Operation Management. So for a full-time student, if you can finish within 2 years, for a local student, you have to pay only 14,510 ringgit Malaysia. Meanwhile, for international student, you have to pay around 25,274 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, this is for a full-time student. Okay, if you are able to finish in 2 years. However, if additional fees will be charged, okay, if you extend your semester. Okay, and for a part-time, it is estimated for you to pay to 16,061 ringgit Malaysia if you can finish within 3 years period of study. So this is the fees, okay, for a research based master's program. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, you don't have to be afraid, okay, to apply a research-based program, okay, even though you never did the research previously. Why? Okay, first, as I mentioned, you will be assigned a supervisor, okay, from a lecturer inside STML to assist, to guide, and to help you doing your research. Then you attend the academic writing and research methodology class, and also we also have postgraduate research talk series every month throughout the year. Okay, and this research talk series is a free research talk. You don't have to pay anything, and wherever you are, you can access it because this is an online research talk series, so you don't have to be in campus, be presented physically to attend this research talk series. Research talk series is conducted online, so you can access it wherever you are. So it's we do provide you a monthly research talk series. Okay, so please do always check on our postgraduate studies units, College of Business, Facebook. Okay, you will find a lot of research talk series in there. So that is okay. That's all for the research-based program. Okay, now let's move into the coursework-based program. As I mentioned earlier, coursework-based program only have a master's program. So my colleagues, Dr. Rushanim, can't wait longer anymore to explain the programs under coursework based. So I'll invite Dr. Rushanim to proceed with the presentations.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Aimi and also Dr. Francis. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Roshanim Hashim, one of the postgraduate program coordinators from the School of Technology Management and Logistics, together with Dr. Aimi. So today I'm here to give a talk about our Master by Coursework program offered by STML. So I would like to share my slides, but it is shows a dialog box here, cannot share the content. Can Dr. Francis let me to share my slide? Francis?
Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, let me pass over to you, the host. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, assign, change role, make presenter. Let's see. Okay, can you present now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Can all of you see my slide right now?
Yep, good.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Francis. Okay, as I mentioned just now, I'm here to talk about the Master by Coursework program offered at STML. Currently, STML is offering 3 Master by Coursework programs, which are Master of Science, Supply Chain Management, Master of Science, Transportation and Logistics Management, and Master of Science, Project Management. So before going into detail about the program structure, let me briefly explain about UUM academic session in general first. Okay, basically, postgraduate academic session in UUM is split into 3 terms, or we call it 3 trimester per academic year, which is different compared to undergraduate system. We know that undergraduate system is using 2 semester per academic year, but for postgraduate academic session, we are using 3 trimester per academic year. So each trimester for postgraduate session, each trimester starts respectively in January, May, and September every year. That means January, May, and September are the intake session for all postgraduate programs in UUM. So if you are interested to apply for our postgraduate programs, you can apply throughout the year. But please bear in mind, actually we have application deadline for every intake, which is according to the applicants category. For local applicants, the final month of application will be in November, March, and July for January, May, and September intake every year. But for international applicants, the final month of application will be 1 month earlier than the local applicant. For example, if you are interested to apply for our postgraduate program for this coming intake, which is in May this year, meaning that you need to apply by end of this month. I mean by end of March. Okay. All right. All right. Let me go to the program description. I just want to briefly explain about our program structure. Okay, for all of our 3 postgraduate, master by coursework program, students are allowed to choose whether they want to take a full-time or part-time basis. In order to, in terms of the duration of the study, the student can finish minimum in 1 year and up to maximum 3 years. That is for full-time mode of study. But for part-time mode of study, generally the students can finish minimum in 2 years and up to maximum 5 years. And in order to graduate, basically students are required to complete 42 credit hours of their study. I will explain in detail about all the courses that need to be enrolled by students and the credit hours later in the next slide. Okay, and at the moment, all of the class, all of our master by coursework classes are conducted at UUM main campus, which is at Sintok Kedah, and all the classes are conducted only during the weekend, which is on Saturday and Sunday. Right, and this is the entry or the minimum admission requirement that must be fulfilled by all the applicants. Firstly, the applicant must have a bachelor's degree in related field from UUM or any other institution of higher learning with a CGPA of at least 2.5. But if your CGPA is less than 2.5, but within 2.0 to 2.49, there will be an additional requirement that need to be fulfilled by the applicants. In this case, the applicants must have at least 3 years of relevant work experience, and also it is subject to the interview by postgraduate committee at STML. Or the applicants can also use their diploma to apply for our Master by Coursework program, but they must have at least 10 years of relevant work experience. In terms of age, at the time of their application, they must be 35 years old or older and also pass a Pell assessment level 7. Or the applicant can also be considered if they are using any other equivalent qualifications recognized by UUM University Senate. And one more, this is especially for international applicants, they must fulfill the English language requirement as mentioned by Dr. Aimee just now for their either MUET or TOEFL or IELTS, right? All right, this is about the program fee. The charge basically is different for local and international students. If for local full-time student, if they manage complete their study in minimum period, which is in 1 year or in 3 trimester, they need to pay estimatedly around 13,000 ringgit Malaysia. But for international students, they need to pay around 22,000 ringgit Malaysia. But for local part-time student, if they manage to complete their study in minimum period of 2 years or in 6 trimester, they need to pay around 12,000 ringgit Malaysia. And I would like to inform you that for part-time for part-time mode of study, it is not available for international students, right? Then this is about the component of the program, component of our Master by Coursework program. In order to graduate, all students are required to complete a total of 42 credit hours by taking 30 credit hours of program core courses and 12 credit hours of research paper. So let us go through one by one all the courses that need to be enrolled by the students for each program. So we start with the first program first, which is Master of Science Supply Chain Management. As I mentioned before, a total of 42 credit hours need to be taken by students, and they are compulsory to take 10 core courses, which each course have 3 credit hours. So the courses are Supply Chain Management, Supply Chain Strategy and Sustainable Operations, Global Outsourcing and Supply Chain Relationship Management, Supply Chain Quality Management, Supply Chain Technology and Analytics, Global Logistics and Transportation Management, Sustainable Transportation Management, Warehouse and Inventory Management, Contemporary Issues in Technology, Operations and Logistics, as well as Research Methodology. These all 10 core courses need to be taken or compulsory for them to complete to get 30 credit hours. And normally in the final semester, the students are required to take a research paper with 5 credit hours. For this research paper, students need to conduct a research, and at the end of the semester, students need to go through a Viva station, which is it is a session where the student need to defend their research paper in front of 2 examiners, okay, to get to pass their research paper, right? Okay, so 30 credit hours plus 12 credit hours, a total of 42 credit hours need to be completed by our students in order to graduate. Right? The next one is Master of Science, Transportation and Logistics Management. Actually, same portion of credit hours as previous one. Students are required to take 10 core courses, which are supply chain management, transport policy and planning, land transport management, seaport and maritime management, air transport and airport management, global logistics and transportation management, warehouse and inventory management, sustainable transportation management, contemporary issues in technology, operations and logistics, and research methodology. And again, students are compulsory to take research paper during their final semester. Okay? Again, 42 credit hours need to be completed by the students in order to graduate in this Master of Science, Transportation and Logistics Management. And one more program is Master of Science Project Management. Again, same portion of credit hours. Students are required to take 10 core courses. The courses are Advanced Project Management, Project Planning, Scheduling and Monitoring, Project Cost Auditing, Procurement and Contract Administration in Projects, Project Risk and Quality Management, Project Health, Safety, Security and Environment, Facilities Management, Sustainability and Innovative Practices in Projects, Contemporary Issues in Technology, Operations and Logistics, and Research Method. And again, they need to take research paper during their final semester and pass their research paper, right? So that's all about the components of our Master by Coursework program. Okay, the next one is I would like to share about our physical facilities offered by UUM. Okay, basically, in UUM, we have various facilities for our students, as mentioned by Dr. Aimi in the beginning of the presentation. Okay, for example, we have a huge and beautiful library, and of course, we have a number of lecture halls, computer labs, student lounge, and many more. A lot of facilities are provided for our students in order to give them like a conducive learning environment in the campus, right? And then, yes, of course, we have from time to time um, uh, invite and bring practitioners from industry to give in-class talk to our students, just to give like exposure for them on the current work practices in industry, so that they can compare with what they have learned in the classroom, right? All right, this is how to apply. If you are interested to apply for our postgraduate program at STML, okay, you need to apply it online using this link. Okay, on the right hand side of me. Okay, use this link, or you just search for uh, UUM postgraduate application, and it will take you to this page. And what you need to do is you need to start with register a new account. Once you have registered, you can log in and fill out the application form and attach all the required documents and then submit. Then you also can actually view or check the status of your application from the same link. Okay. All right, and last but not least, if you need further information about our postgraduate program, please feel free to go to our Facebook. We have our own Facebook, School of Technology Management and Logistics. Also, Postgraduate Studies Unit UMCOB Facebook. And we also have our website, stmlportal.net, and also psucob.um.edu.my. And you also can contact us directly at this number 0492870001 or 7002 or 7016. So I think that's all from us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, both Dr. Shaira Aimi and also Dr. Rushanim. Okay. I have a quick look on the Facebook, and there are some of the questions that are able to address, and I have one questions with regards to, it's a question from Saleh Aljara. Okay, with regards to the accommodation provided by the university for international PG students. All right. And then you give a suggestion to construct a committee from postgraduate unit to have a look on the reality of accommodation, and that it is not good for expected and future international PG students who want to stay in the university for 1 to 3 months. Okay, my response. Okay, my response, and this is the response I get also from the Office of International Affairs pertaining to this residential, is that, well, at present moment, the priority of accommodation is given to undergraduate students. Right, that is the official statements that I'm able to provide, and that accommodation for postgraduate students is upon availability. And as what Saleh you have said, that, well, you are just coming for 1 to 3 months, especially for the students that is embarking on a research-based program. So that is the reason. But with regards to whenever that you have your accommodation and it is not in a good condition, we take note on this, but it is not within our authority to basically set up a committee for the postgraduate unit or even the graduate schools, because the entire accommodation is managed by an office called the Student Accommodation Office, right? It is under different authority, but we take note of this and we see what we can address or deliver, but definitely it is not within our authority to decide, right? And generally, again, I would like to reiterate that at present moment, the hostel accommodation is mostly prioritized for undergraduate students at present moment. Okay. All right. I foresee no other questions, but probably one or two questions from me to both of the coordinators, so things can be elaborate better and further. Okay. First of all, it seems like the general understanding is that whether you are taking a coursework based masters or a research based masters, students still cannot run away from doing a research. Is it correct, Dr. Shara? Yeah, I take master by research, then it will be
Yes.
3 years down the road, I'm going to do the research. And even though Dr. Rushanim say, you come, don't want to take research, you come, you do, and you take coursework. But at the end, you're telling me, no, there's still 12 credit hours that I need to do research project. So is there any possibility that either one of you explain a little bit whether there is really a differences between the expectation of a research from the full research base and the one that coming from the research paper? What would be the
Okay.
difference expectation?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Francis, for the questions. Okay, yeah, I think maybe all the applicants who are excited to apply might be confused between a full research and also research
Yes.
paper in the coursework-based program. Okay, so for a
Yes.
full research, I think the most general differences between a full research master's by research program and also research paper in coursework based program is number of words. Okay, for by research program or research based program for a master, the you have to write a thesis, a full completed thesis, not exceeding 60,000 words. Meanwhile, for a research paper, you have to do, okay, at least, okay, the maximum is 30,000 words. Okay, this is the difference, the first differences, okay. And the second differences is in terms of the research field or the weightage of the research itself. Okay, for a full research based student, you have to I think you have to address the current issue before you can proceed or choose the related research topic. Okay, and then you have to do it throughout 2 years this research topic. Meanwhile, for a coursework based on a research paper, okay, at the end of the semester, after you finish all your coursework, okay, at the final semester or onwards, okay, you might finish in one semester or you have to expand it to 2 to 3 semester. What you have to do is from what you have been taught, okay, previously on the previous semester, you choose one topic that might be related with your work. You find a very small issues or problems that you want to tackle. Okay, it's not a big research gap, might be a very one portions of research gap you want to tackle. Okay, this is the differences that I can address. Is it
Okay.
this?
All right.
Dr. Rishani
Okay.
want to add anything?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Maybe I can add some more things. Okay, for basically for research paper, students only required to do their research within one semester, which is the time frame is very short compared to full research base, right? And then in terms of the examination during their viva, only involve two internal examiners to full research base, which is involve one internal examiners and one external examiner, right? That is one more difference between the two. Okay.
Okay. Then in this case, does a students who do research paper need to defend the proposal first, like what the full-time student, no, full research base?
No, they don't need to defend their proposal. Just go through the viva at the end of this
Okay.
semester.
Okay. And probably another question is it that failing to complete the research paper, even though you have a 4.0 score for all the coursework, it means that I will still not completing my master degree, correct?
Yeah,
Meaning,
yeah,
is yeah.
pass. They need to pass research paper, collect
Uh-huh.
the 12 credit hours to graduate.
So they need
Even
to
they
complete.
all the courses, yeah, even they got 4 flat for all 10 courses, but if they don't pass the research paper, they still cannot graduate.
Okay. And the verdict for the research project is not graded by CGPA, right? It's merely a pass or fail.
Yes, yes, correct. Pass or fail.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. That should have cleared the doubts, for those who have that mindset, who thinks that I just take coursework because I want to run away from doing research, only to realize that apart from master full research, even the coursework also requires me to do research, right? So therefore, um That's clear things up lah. We have Dr. Rushanim to explain this. Okay. Okay. Just suggest if more conferences will be actual rather than Langkawi or any other person if it's done online. Not really sure what try to address. Yeah. Okay. Saleh, you just want to draw to my attention. Yes, we are aware of this. We are basically aware of this, but and then when we get up to the management talking about the issue with the accommodation from the university, that is some of the things that we get response. But I heard improvisation is on the way lah. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to go and draw on accommodation because we are actually looking at our program, but that is a general formal response that I'm able to give you on this matter. Okay. Um okay, what else are the question? Okay, again, I think I want to ask, clarify further, maybe to Dr. Rushanim. Is it that the maximum period given for students who do coursework to focus on their research paper, is there any limit of semesters?
Basically, the maximum period they can complete for full-time basis is 3 years, but for part-time basis, maximum is 5 years. That is
So,
maximum.
so in this case, if they use 1 year to complete their coursework, then they have only another 1 year.
Yeah.
Completion. Can they request for extension if they need more time on the research? I'm not worried about the coursework, but we said rather the research part, maybe they need more time. Is there any extension allowed?
If they have a solid reason, for example, medical reason, yes, we can consider that. But basically, research paper is not very I mean very hard or very difficult to do and for this level. So so far, all of our students can complete on time, no problem at all. So please don't worry. Someone out there, if you hear this, no, don't worry. We also assign you a supervisor to assist and guide you to do your research throughout your study.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yes, the same question asked. What if the students are unable to complete within 3 years? A question by Siti Raihana. Probably I think Raihana, you will need to clarify whether it is not able to complete within 3 years for. I think it should have referred to Dr. Shaira lah. 3 years means full research. What will happen?
Okay, so I assume this is a PhD, Masters by Research. Okay, so
Or even a PhD
either
lah.
it's PhD or Masters by Research or coursework-based program, Master by Coursework. If you unable to finish within 3 years, or within maximum time given period of study, you can apply. Okay, there is a form that you can apply for an extension. But as mentioned by Dr. Rushani, you have to have a strong justifications, and it must be supported by your supervisor for you to extend, and it's subject to approvals by the graduate school also, and also during the graduate school meetings. So you can apply it the extensions of study. Even extensions of proposal defense also you can apply for the extension if you are unable to defend your proposal within the maximum time given. Is it clear?
Okay, let's see what Raihana had to reply on Facebook. Sarala Devi, how about attendance? Well, I have a question. What attendance do you mean? Are you saying attendance in class, or are you saying
Yeah.
attendance of joining this session? Please clarify, because at the very beginning, we have students ask about attendance on this particular event. Okay, a bit. Okay, let put up. Okay, one question. A bit confused about acceptance Scopus publication in order to go for PhD study. Well, this close, can I conclude by having only acceptance letter can complete PhD and graduate? Okay, I think this question I can answer on behalf because it's general questions. Okay, Sorala, the rules and regulation, academic rules and regulation for PhD is this, right? The eligibility, it is not eligibility to graduate. It's the eligibility for you to submit your application that you are now ready to go for Viva. Right? So the rules and regulations of the university says that in the case that you have time up, meaning to say that yeah, you have already used up the time available for you. Let's say, for example, you are doing a full-time PhD and you are almost reaching the end of your eligibility period. It's almost 3 years, and probably you cannot wait for another year to wait for your paper to be fully published in the journal. Then we can consider that once you show us an evidence saying that your paper is accepted for publication pending the volumes and issue, because we don't know when will be the volume issue, but basically they have accepted your articles or manuscript, you can submit it as an evidence for us, so that we can say, okay, now that this Scopus journal are accepting your paper, we can consider that you are now safe to proceed for your Viva session. So that is the very minimal requirement. But now, if let's say you are now at the verge of the 3rd year, and then you say, no, for the past 3 years, I have already 2 Scopus publication or more, then show us the evidence, and then we say, okay, since you have shown us that you have published your paper pertaining to your PhD topic, then you can go for a Viva. That is the difference between acceptance letter and Scopus publication. We would definitely like Scopus publication, but we also understand that it will requires longer time. You have to prepare upfront. You have to publish upfront. But by the time you know that your time for your PhD study has been up almost 3 years, and you are not really looking at extension, then you can say, yeah, I know I couldn't make it to show you my publication on time, but I have the acceptance letter, and therefore I can submit as an evidence saying that there are Scopus journal that already accept my paper, and now I'm ready to go for Viva. I hope that clarifies your confusion. So next question, you talk about attendance. There's no attendance for attending this talk. This is a general marketing activities. So no attendance required. Okay. The subsequent question from Siti Raihana. If the student have deferred a semester, is that included within 3 years? For instance, if the student registered in January, so the student have to complete by January 2027, but between that got 1 semester deferred. Okay, again, this is a question that I'm able to answer on behalf. When we say deferment, there are 2 types of deferment taken into consideration. One that is with medical support. So these deferment are not counted in part of your study period. But let's say simply you are saying that, okay, you have registered in January 2024 and you are expected to finish in January 2027. But along the way, you defer for 2 semesters because you are pregnant, you got married, and there's nothing related to your medical health that you are unable to proceed with your studies. Those are not deferment that will be counted. So meaning to say that, yeah, we still consider that is part of your active semester, right? So there are 2 calculations on this. One is the one that is counted as deferment, not included in the final calculation of your semester, and the other one that is not counted right? In which we say that it is considered normal. It's medical and non-medical issue. Okay, Kusai, I think the question that you asked is not part of the authority that is within the postgraduate studies unit. Those conferences are organized by schools, right? So they decide where they want to go, and it is not up to us to tell them what to do. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Sarala, so subsequent to your question, means acceptance letter for Viva understood, but let's say after Viva, the editor came up with a decision not to publish my Scopus article. Can I attend graduation to get my PhD, or I need to wait my article for publish? Okay. Again, this is a policy matter. Once the postgraduate studies meeting have decided that, okay, you have shown us sufficient proof that now your paper is accepted, and at that point of the time, I give a rubber stamp saying that, okay, Sarala, I saw that the meeting agrees that the acceptance letter is valid. You are okay to go. You don't come back and tell me, doctor, sorry, they now rejected my paper. No. At that point of the time, we believe that is going to happen, even though after the session, it doesn't happen. I have no authority to revert back my approval. You get what I mean? Because at that point of the time, the knowledge of the university is that we accept your acceptance letter. We take that as a proof. But after that, if it doesn't happen, I cannot come back and say, hey, no, Stella, you have graduated. No, come back. We don't have evidence. So far, this is what we decide to do. I think both Dr. Shaira and Dr. Roshani will have agreed with me that on that point of time, we have the evidence, we approve that, and that is what we take. Even though aftermath, they decided not to publish or anything, I can no longer revert the decision. Of course, the safest will be that you got the publication out. Okay. Raihana, to your question. Okay. Cervical surge due to pregnancy is considered medical condition. As long as you got a medical doctor's letter and show to the postgraduate studies unit, we can take consideration. So only acceptance letter can go for whatever. Yes, as long as the meeting approve your acceptance letter. And that acceptance letter was really issued by the journal, Scopus journal, at the point of time when you submit during the meeting. Right? There are other consequences that we basically announce in the university, saying that, yeah, you know, when you submit it is Scopus, but when the acceptance letter came in, the journal is no longer Scopus, then we will not accept it. That is another story. Okay, so Rayana, thank you. Right, you clarified the issue. Once you send in your medical evidence, the dean or the director of the graduate studies unit, they will look at it, and if he said okay, this is a medical issue, then we will endorse in the meeting. All right, I think we have addressed quite a lot of questions. Hopefully no more questions, and even we have already exceeded our time of 1 hour. So on behalf of the postgraduate studies unit under College of Business, I would like to thank Dr. Rushaimi, Amy Shera, and also Dr. Rushanim for the presentation and clarification. In case you have any more questions to ask, you might write in to us, PSU COB at UUM, or you can even write to both the coordinator from School of Technology Management and Logistics. All right, so with that, thank you very much and hope to see you again. Please continue to join us next week. We have the another session with another school next week at the same time. Is from School of Economic Finance and Banking. Right, so there will be another 3 coordinators that will be joining us next week. Right, so see you again next week. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Aimee and Dr. Shanim. Thank you. See you.